Real Housewives of New Jersey fans react to Andy Cohen's hint about show's future. Fans of The Real Housewives of New Jersey are reacting to Andy Cohen's latest update on the future of the show. After a year of rumors that there would be a full reboot or cast shakeup for season 15 of the Bravo reality show, Cohen hinted that things will get underway very soon, possibly without its most famous star. During an August 2025 appearance on Watch What Happens Live, guest Matt Rogers held court as he went on a rant about who should return for season 15 and who shouldn't. Rogers explained that he thinks Teresa Giudice and her husband, Luis Ruelas, should have their own show. The actor and comedian added, "But I feel we have a show here. I miss my girls. I want my Jersey back." Cohen nervously spun around in his chair and then responded, "We're close." Cohen's comment is good news for fans, months after he hinted there would be no news on the Real Housewives of New Jersey cast for a year. The 14th season of Real Housewives of New Jersey starred Giudice, Margaret Josephs, Dolores Catania, Jennifer Aydin, Danielle Cabral, and Rachel Fuda, and friends Jackie Goldschneider and Jennifer Fessler. Fans reacted to Matt Rogers' suggestion and Andy Cohen's comment. Rogers did not hold back when explaining his reasons for a Ruelas family spinoff. "You know my opinion. I believe that we should center the show around. I'm sorry, everyone except Teresa," he said, before adding that the Real Housewives of New Jersey queen should get her own show with her husband. Fans reacted in the comment section of an Instagram post of the WWHL segment. "There's no Jersey without Teresa," one fan wrote. "I won't watch without Teresa," another agreed. "Teresa has to be on the show. We've stuck with her all these years, and she deserves the show," a third added. Others wondered if the rest of the cast could carry the show without the Real Housewives of New Jersey veteran. Giudice is the only cast member who has been on the show since its inception in 2009. Melissa Gorga is reportedly open to filming with Teresa Giudice. Something will have to give if Real Housewives of New Jersey is to continue with its past cast members. Giudice has made it clear she isn't open to filming with her sister-in-law, Gorga. In a July 2024 interview on Kelly Ripa's Let's Talk Off Camera podcast, Giudice said, "Never again," when asked if she'd film with her estranged brother, Joe, and sister-in-law, Melissa. But an insider told OK Magazine that Gorga will do what it takes to make the show work. Melissa, for her part, has made it known she's willing to film and interact with Teresa Giudice at this point in time, the source said in August 2025. "Yes, they've had issues with one another for years, but at the end of the day, this is a job," the Real Housewives of New Jersey insider added. And Melissa's not immune to the fact that them not interacting on camera at all created more problems than it solved. Melissa is willing to do what she has to do to save her job and the show. Fans think Andy Cohen hinted Gorgas are done on Real Housewives of New Jersey. Andy Cohen said he noticed a change in Melissa Gorga amid her estrangement from her sister-in-law Teresa Giudice, but his use of the word "done" when speaking about their relationship sparked a big reaction out of her husband, Joe Gorga. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star was a guest on the April 11, 2023 episode of Watch What Happens Live, when Cohen noted the change in the couple since severing their relationship with Giudice, and Joe Gorga chimed in from the audience. On the Watch What Happens Live after show, Cohen addressed the ongoing rift between the Giudice and the Gorgas. "I'll say this, and it seemed clear since BravoCon and before, and since you stopped filming this season. I mean, what is clear is that you're kind of done with each other in a way," Cohen said to Melissa Gorga. Melissa admitted that it is a relief to no longer worry about being accepted into her husband's family, but when Cohen questioned how deep he should go with his questions during the upcoming reunion, Joe Gorga became agitated. "I'm trying to figure out how deep we go at the reunion because it seems done," Cohen said of the family feud. "I mean, no, we're not done," Joe responded from the audience. "Who's done?" "I mean, you all seem complete in your resolution to let's move on from each other," Cohen explained. "In other words, I don't feel that I'm going to get any kind of resolution out of the reunion." "We're not complete, it's family," Joe said. "It's never done. It's never done. It's family. Bro, what do you walk away from family? Come on, what's the matter with, are we animals?" Fans think Andy Cohen was hinting that the Gorgas may not be asked back for Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 14 if they're still estranged from Teresa Giudice. Much of the Gorgas Real Housewives of New Jersey storyline has revolved around their feud with Giudice. The Real Housewives of New Jersey (OG) has also long complained that her brother and his wife joined the Bravo reality show behind her back. Some fans think if they don't have a relationship with Giudice, the Gorgas have no reason to be on the show. With the reunion taping looming, Cohen's prediction that nothing will be resolved puts the family in a difficult position. If they don't make amends, Giudice and Melissa Gorga likely won't be able to film together next season. Fans think that's why Joe Gorga has such a big reaction from the WWHL audience. OMG Joe's reaction when Andy said, "We're done." They almost had a heart attack thinking about being off the show. They are so thirsty it's insane, one commenter wrote on YouTube. Joe realizes that they made a mistake to fight with Teresa and not show up to the wedding. That's why all of a sudden he's not done, and they are family, another wrote. When they weren't speaking for years before they got in the show. Teresa is the reason they had all those many seasons. Anyone else feel like Andy was planting the seeds of the Gorgas getting possibly fired? He kept saying that they seem happy they are done with Teresa, and Joe quickly said, "We're not done, lol, time's up," another wrote. "I think everyone is done, but it seems Joe is not and wants back," another fan added. Teresa already said she is done. I think Melissa and Joe know their time is up. Melissa Gorga said she will leave Real Housewives of New Jersey when the time is right. Pictured, LR, Rachel Fuda, Margaret Josephs, Melissa Gorga, Dolores Catania, Teresa Giudice, Jennifer Aiden, Danielle Cabral. While nothing has been announced regarding a 14th season of Real Housewives of New Jersey, the Gorgas have already stated that they have no plans to go anywhere. In a February 2023 interview with People, Melissa Gorga said she will exit the show when the time is right for her. "I think we'll know when the time is right, and it's just not working anymore," she said. "For right now, I love Bravo. I love being a part of the show, but when the time is right, I will walk and I will take it as a wonderful memory. I'll know when it's time," she added. "But I'm not going anywhere as of now. You're going to have me for a minute." Co-star Jennifer Aiden, who is close friends with Giudice, said it will be up to Bravo. "If they want them not back or not back, whatever Bravo wants, Bravo gets," she told The Sun. "I think right now it's
Andy
too premature
Cohen
to assume
says
Bravo couldn't do a show without Teresa Giudice." Andy Cohen's longtime pal Kelly Ripa thinks that Bravo simply can't do a Real Housewives of New Jersey without Teresa Giudice. "They couldn't do a show without you," Ripa said on the July 31st episode of the Let's Talk Off Camera podcast. "I mean, thank you. I would hope not." "So Bravo, I hope you're listening," Giudice responded. "I mean, listen, Bravo, I guess they have a decision that they, obviously that they're going to be making. I mean, they all saw how happy I was. They really did. And they all tried to sabotage my happiness," she added. Giudice is the only full-time Real Housewives of New Jersey star that has been on all 14 seasons of the show. Many Real Housewives of New Jersey fans want a reboot. Since Giudice and her sister-in-law Melissa Gorga are at odds with both parties disinterested in working things out, there's been talk of a Real Housewives of New Jersey reboot. As it turns out, many fans are ready for a cast shakeup, and many have expressed such on Reddit. "I've loved RHONJ for so long, but nope, a reboot is needed. We need a fresh vibe and fun drama. The last few seasons have been bad, and without the Gorga-Giudice drama, there's really nothing holding it together," one person wrote. "This franchise needs a reboot so badly, and it needs to be an entirely new cast not related to these folks. The show has been absolutely miserable for several seasons now," someone else said. There are also some fans who are hoping the show keeps the same cast. "I don't want Jersey ruined like they ruined New York," another Redditor added. "The final scene this week was Chef's Kiss, exactly what I want from RHONJ. It's not perfect, but it's honestly a huge improvement. I'm not a fan of Teresa, but I need to know what's going on in her life. She's such a fascinating character." A fourth comment read, "Andy Cohen isn't sure about RHONJ's future." Cohen, who serves as an executive producer on the show, has said that the franchise is not sustainable the way things are. "It isn't a sustainable universe to have kind of two camps on the show, and I think you see that with Potomac this season, and why a lot of viewers, including me, were frustrated with it, but I will say this. It somehow worked this season, he said on the April 11th episode of SiriusXM's Andy Cohen Live. More recently, Cohen said he's not sure what will happen with the cast for season 15. On the July 31st episode of his SiriusXM radio show, Andy Cohen Live, Cohen made things very clear. When a caller previously asked Cohen about a potential shakeup, he admitted to just riffing. She was kind of yammering on about Teresa, and I said, who knows? Maybe it'll be all fresh faces. And that was just me kind of in the mood, he explained, adding, I was also not definitively saying it's going to be all fresh faces. I was like, maybe all fresh faces, maybe not. Read next. Real Housewives of New Jersey OG draws line in the sand with two-word statement. Teresa Giudice posts cryptic messages after Real Housewives of New Jersey finale watch party airs on Bravo. Teresa Giudice posted a series of cryptic messages to her Instagram story following the Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 14 finale watch party. Hours after the watch party, titled Off the Rails, aired on Bravo, Giudice posted a message that hinted she may not return to the show for Season 15. Sometimes God closes doors because it's time to move forward, one message read. He knows you won't move unless your circumstances force you. Trust the transition. She also shared multiple posts about being a strong woman, as well as a res hair of a fan post praising her for standing strong. I know for a fact no matter what I'll see Teresa on Bravo some way somehow, the fan added. Much of Giudice's storyline this season revolved around her feuds with her estranged sister-in-law Melissa Gorga and her former friend Margaret Josephs. No decisions have been made about the future of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, or if Giudice is actually leaving, but the cast toxicity reached peak levels during Season 14. Bravo producer Andy Cohen has stated multiple times that there will be a reboot or recasting for the show should it get picked up for a 15th season. Giudice has said she has no plans to leave the show on her own accord. I'm not leaving, she said in a July 2024 interview on the Let's Talk Off Camera with Kelly Ripa podcast. I started the show, and when Bravo wants me to leave, that's when I'll leave. Melissa Gorga also posted a questionable message. Melissa Gorga on Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 14 watch party episode. Giudice wasn't the only Real Housewives of New Jersey star to post a message that seemed to hint at her future on the show. Just as the watch party ended, Gorga shared an Instagram post featuring her final Season 14 look with a message for her, Team Melissa peeps. Gorga went on to tell her fans how much she has appreciated them for the past 14 years. In what sounded like a goodbye message, she added, "You are all so amazing and always kept me going." The Envy boutique owner ended her post with, "It's time to keep Jersey moving forward." But she also reshared a fan photo of her, Margaret Josephs, Danielle Cabral, and Rachel Fuda on her Instagram story with a caption that stated, "These are the girls who will take hashtag Real Housewives of New Jersey into the next phase of the show. Bring them back, Bravo TV." Gorga previously told fans on her On Display podcast she has no intentions of leaving Real Housewives of New Jersey. "I never run away when the going gets tough. That's not my personality," she said in 2023. But more recently, she told Entertainment Tonight that she is fine with whatever the network's decision will be. "Whatever Bravo decides to do is fine with me," Gorga said in May 2024. "I don't make demands, I come to work. I have a very strong relationship with the show. So, I feel like whoever they decide to cast or not cast, I'm fine in my own lane with my own family and my own kids." Teresa Giudice's daughter, Gia, has spoken out about where she stands with her uncle. While at BravoCon 2022, Giudice's eldest daughter, Gia Giudice, 21, gave an update on the current relationship she has with her uncle. At one point when Giudice was younger, the two of them were extremely close, but throughout the years, they have also faced their fair share of disagreements, including one that was aired on last season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. "We don't really talk as much now, but it's okay," Giudice told Page 6 at the October 2022 event. "I'm sure we'll move forward somehow." Giudice added, "I texted my uncle for his birthday just out of respect, and for the holidays. He texted back just like, 'Thank you.'" Teresa Giudice said that this upcoming season of Real Housewives of New Jersey will make people think differently of her. According to Giudice, This upcoming season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey will shed new light on their family feud, especially when it comes to how viewers might see Giudice. It's gonna blow your minds away, Giudice told Us Weekly in September 2022. It's very sad. People thought a certain way about me, and then they're gonna be like, wow, we were so wrong. I think when you watch the season, you'll see that I kept my mouth shut a lot over 10 years. Giudice continued, don't forget, my parents were around back then. So, I try to keep the peace for a long time, and, somebody could only take so much for so long. It's not happening anymore. I think everybody's gonna be blown away. Season 13 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey is accepted to premiere this winter on Bravo. Read next. Below Deck Mediterranean star announces engagement. Teresa Giudice says she was mortified when she heard what Joe and Melissa Gorga said about her. Teresa Giudice spoke out about her ongoing family feud with her brother, Joe Gorga, and sister-in-law, Melissa. The Real Housewives of New Jersey and her family members have been estranged ever since getting into an argument during the filming for the 13th season of the Bravo reality show over the summer, but there's been on and off issues for years. Giudice has said that she never used to watch Real Housewives of New Jersey, and for good reason. But in a recent interview, she revealed that she went back and watched some episodes and was blindsided by what she saw. Teresa Giudice revealed she was mortified when she saw things that were said about her on Real Housewives of New Jersey. Teresa Giudice in 2022. Giudice was a guest on the November 18, 2022, episode of the Skeananigans with Skeena Shea podcast, where she talked about her long run on Real Housewives of New Jersey and insisted that her sister-in-law joined the Bravo reality show behind her back years ago. Melissa Gorga has denied Giudice's claim, but Giudice was recently backed by former Real Housewives of New Jersey producer Carlos King. On an October 2000 episode of Heather McDonald's Juicy Scoop podcast, King claimed Giudice found out about the Gorgas casting a week before filming was supposed to commence. King said Giudice told him, "Oh my gosh, I just learned that my sister-in-law and my brother are cast members on this show. I did not know that until now." She had no idea, King added. She was freaking out. What should I do? This is crazy. That's my family. I don't want to fight with my family. On Shay's podcast, Giudice said she was blindsided by what she saw when she started watching back episodes of Real Housewives of New Jersey. I was so blindsided, she said. I never watched the show before. You know why I didn't watch the show? Not because I was lazy, thank God I didn't watch the show, because now that I'm watching the show, I see things that my brother and Melissa said about me and my ex-husband. I'm like mortified. It's like so heartbreaking, so heart-wrenching, so sad that my own family could be talking like this about me. Giudice added that God was watching over her, because if she would have watched the earlier seasons of the show when they originally aired, it would not have been good. It would have upset my parents, she said. I kept the peace for my parents. But now that I don't have them anymore, I'm free now. I'm done. I wish them well. I wish happiness in their life. But please, just leave me alone. Keep my name out of their mouth, and that's it. I just want peace. I'm so tired of being dragged through the mud for the past 10 years. And my sister-in-law lied to my face. It took 10 years, but the truth always comes out all those years. How could you do that to family? It's so sad. I feel like a weight's been lifted off of me, she added. Teresa Giudice said the low point of BravoCon was hearing what her brother said about her marriage. In August 2022, Giudice's brother and sister-in-law skipped her wedding to Luis Ruelas amid their ongoing feud. On Skeananigans, Giudice said the low point at BravoCon in October was hearing her brother diss her new marriage. Giudice was referring to a Watch What Happens Live game that was played at the Bravo Fan Fest. In one segment, Melissa Gorga was asked if she thought Giudice's marriage to Ruelas' marriage would last longer than her husband's stand-up comedy career, and she opted to take a sip of her drink instead of answering the question. But Joe Gorga happily took the bait and answered, "I'm gonna answer the question. My stand-up career, baby," he said, per BravoTV.com. "I said it," Gorga added. I'm so
Teresa
funny.
Giudice and Melissa Gorga traded more insults on the Real Housewives of New Jersey finale. There's a high chance that Giudice, Gorga, or both will not be asked back for the 15th season of Real Housewives of New Jersey. In her interview with RHONJ, Giudice vowed to never film with Gorga again. Never again. Never again, she said. Me and my brother were best friends. We always got along. We never fought. We were really best friends until this happened. Until the show. On the Real Housewives of New Jersey season final titled When All Is Said and Done, the estranged sisters-in-law got into a horrific shouting match. Gorga called Giudice white trash, and Giudice retorted by repeatedly calling her a whore. My brother married a whore, Giudice reiterated. After seeing the episode during the watch party, Giudice cracked that Gorga seemingly called her own husband white trash by labeling her with the insult. And in response to her sister-in-law's whore segment, Gorga dubbed her Aunt of the Year. Teresa Giudice reveals blessing in disguise in Gorga feud. Teresa Giudice is choosing to look at the positives when it comes to her feud with her brother Joe Gorga and sister-in-law, Melissa Gorga. During a November 8th episode of producer Carlos King's podcast, Reality with the King, The Real Housewives of New Jersey, Star revealed what she calls a blessing in disguise in the clash with her family. While on the podcast, Giudice admitted that she never watched the show in the past and that maybe it turned out to be a good thing when it came to her relationship with her brother. I never watched the show, everybody knows it, Giudice said. Everybody knows I never watched the show because I couldn't stand watching. I think that was a blessing in disguise for me not to watch the show because now I'm starting to watch the show and I'm watching everything that my brother and Melissa said about me. Giudice continued, it's heart-wrenching, devastating, it's the worst. I can't even believe my brother and Melissa would say things like that about me, like I swear to God when I see it now that I'm watching it, it's like, that's why I didn't watch it. I would have got more upset, it would have been more fighting and it would have hurt my parents even more. Although Giudice and her brother have always had their ups and downs while starring together on The Real Housewives of New Jersey, the family is in a rough place right now, and they are not on speaking terms. The two also did not attend Giudice's August 2022 wedding to Luis Ruelas. Melissa Gorga has hinted that their feud has something to do with what happened on The Real Housewives of New Jersey season 13 finale, which viewers have yet to see.